I was the guy everyone called when things were on fire. I trained the managers, fixed client disasters at 2 a.m., built the forecasts that made executives look smart in board meetings. When promotion time came, they gave my director title to Eric, the guy I'd trained 18 months earlier. I found out during the company all hands, Eric's face on the slide. Director of Strategic Accounts. My name wasn't anywhere. I typed congrats Eric into the chat. Professional. Always professional. My manager called right after. You're absolutely operating at director level, but we need you where you are while Northbridge closes. If we move you up right as we're closing a 100-monitor program, it could spook them. After you land this, we'll adjust everything. Translation. Do director work at senior pay, because changing your email signature might confuse the client. I said, I appreciate the transparency, and went back to work. The Northbridge deal was $104.3 million. I'd spent a year building it, walking freezing server rooms at midnight, taking calls when systems failed. Their CTO had me saved as Alex, actually knows his stuff. Meanwhile, Eric sent out my reports under his name. My deck showed up with his initials. When I brought it up, he smiled. Higher-ups want to see leadership from the director role. You'll get your shine later. My shine. As if I were some intern whose confidence needed managing. That's when I started the folder. Every email where I laid out strategy. Every deck I built. Every time someone took credit for my work. I called it evidence. The deal closed Thursday at 7:14 a.m. DocuSign alert while I was getting dressed. $104.3 million. Biggest infrastructure deal in company history. At 7:23 a.m., Northbridge's comms director emailed. Our release goes live tomorrow at 6 a.m. Everyone here knows this was your design from end to end. I opened the attachment, my full name, my title. A direct quote calling me the lead architect and primary account partner. Marketing had approved it without reading the draft. At 9 a.m., leadership hosted a win celebration Zoom. The CEO clapping. Eric beaming. Talking about visionary execution. My name got mentioned once. Of course, Alex supported throughout. I muted myself so they wouldn't hear me laugh. Next morning, 6:01 a.m., the release went live. Industry publication posted a feature at 6:14 a.m. with my quote under the headline. Article hit LinkedIn at 6:21 a.m. By 6:33 a.m., my phone was vibrating so hard on the counter, my coffee sloshed over the mug. 5 missed calls in 3 minutes. Manager, Eric again, COO, CEO. At 6:41 a.m., text from the CEO. Huge coverage. Call me ASAP. Urgent. I didn't. Because at 8 a.m., I had a call with the VP from a competing data center operator who'd been checking in for months. He already had the article pulled up. You're not just a strong account manager anymore. You're the guy who landed one of the biggest data center investments this year. Everyone in the industry knows your name now. By 8:27 a.m., I had a written offer. VP of Strategic Accounts. Base and bonus more than double. 3 direct reports. Full autonomy. At 9 a.m., I called the CEO back. He answered on the first ring. Pulled in the COO and my manager without asking. We need to reevaluate immediately. Director title. Retroactive pay. Expanded team. We can put it together today. I let him finish. I already accepted another offer. Silence. The kind that means someone just realized the consequences of their own shortcuts. My manager went pale. The COO stopped breathing. I'm resigning. 3 weeks. Northbridge gets full transition support. I won't take anything. You have my word. He tried everything. Equity, senior director, direct reporting line to him personally. I pulled out the resignation letter. Already signed. My last 3 weeks were calm. I documented everything. Handed off every process. When Northbridge asked if I'd be on their next workshop, I explained the company would assign someone new. Their CTO paused. Well, that's their loss. 3 months later, I ran into him at a conference in Chicago. We're planning phase 2, he said, lowering his voice. Midwest expansion. Your company will get the RFP. But when our board reviewed phase 1, your name came up more than any vendor logo. I told him I couldn't lead the pursuit. Conflict of interest. We expected that, he said. 6 months later, awards dropped. My new company won the strategic, high-margin portion of the expansion. My old company got a smaller, lower-margin slice. Both wins were legitimate. Only one was built on trust. 2 weeks after that, the CEO posted on LinkedIn about restructuring strategic accounts to better align with performance. Eric's title quietly disappeared from the org chart. No dramatic firing, just a calendar update. They didn't skip my promotion. They revealed themselves. And the moment they did, I stopped waiting for their permission and took back the future they thought they controlled.